Hello, learners. Your tutor for today's lesson. Simon Kojomensa. In today's lesson, we shall look at morphemes. Let's take a look at our lesson indicators. By the end of this lesson, learners will be able to 1. Know what morphemes are, the types of morphemes, the examples of morphemes, etc. Morphemes. Let's take a look at the definition of a morpheme. A morpheme is the smallest meaningful unit in a language. The morpheme is not identical to a word. The main difference between them is that a morpheme sometimes do not stand alone, but a word, by definition, always stands alone. A word may be a morpheme, but a morpheme may not be a word. Let's take a look at the classifications of morphemes. We are having two types or classifications of morphemes. And first, we will talk about the free morpheme. Second type will be the bound morpheme. And we are going to take a look at them one after the other. A free morpheme are morphemes that can stand by themselves. For example, man, pizza, run, happy. From here, we get to know that each of these examples make meaning. Bound morphemes are morphemes that cannot stand on its own unless attached to a free morpheme. For example, ER, LY, for, and ness. These are bound morphemes that needs to be added to a free morpheme to either get a meaningful out of them. Types of free morphemes. We are having two types of free morphemes, and they are lexical morphemes, functional or grammatical morphemes. Let's take a look at the first one, which is lexical morpheme. Lexical morphemes make meaning on their own. For example, happy, man, come, sit. These morphemes make good meaning of their own. Grammatical morphemes, which is another types. Grammatical morphemes play only grammatical functions. For example, the, wow, and, because. Let's take a look at types of bound morphemes. We are having two of them, and they are derivational morpheme and reflectional morphemes. Let's firstly take a look at derivational morpheme. we say the original morphemes are morphemes added to a base morpheme. Example: boy, which is a noun, plus ish, which give us boilish, which is an adjective. Hope, which is a noun, plus fur, full, which gives us hopeful, which is an adjective. Inflectional morphemes. They are morphemes added to the stems but does not change the part of speech. For example, girl, which is a noun, when we add s to it, which gives us girls, which is the same as a noun. Feature, which is a noun, is being added s to, which gives us features, which is also a noun. Thus, it does not change the meaning of it. Thank you for today's lesson. I hope you've earned a lot in this lesson. This brings us to the end of our lesson.